I'm sure you did too, and hopefully they missed us as well. On the Red Carpet is back on Wednesdays on Kababayan LA starting today.
You're watching On the Red Carpet. Get the latest Hollywood news brought to you by Pacific Rim Photos and Videos. Your eye on the red carpet.
The popular, the talented, the charismatic host and interviewer Chris Tronson. Hello and welcome back to Kababayan LA.
We missed you. Pacific Rim missed you, so we're glad to be back.
Thank you, thank you. And now on Wednesdays, so set your DVRs only on Wednesdays. Will you see Pacific Rim here on Kababayan LA? You've been busy.
We have. We've been really busy.
Most recently, you covered a premiere. Tell us about Frankenweenie.
Yeah, Frankenweenie is a brand new Disney film. It's stop animation, and it's by Tim Burton. So this is his first stop animation movie for Disney. So we were at the premiere on Monday.
And Chris, I am so jealous. You got to interview Tim Burton. How was he? What is he like?
You know what? It's so funny because I think people expect him to be this like creepy, dark person, but he seems so nice. He's a little wild. You'll see in the interview he has like crazy glasses and hair, but he was just so nice, and I think he was even kind of overwhelmed by it because while he was doing interviews, so many people wanted to talk to him, and you could tell he's probably a little more introverted because he was sort of like, whoa, but he's definitely not what I expected. He's happy.
All right, let's take a look.
And we know you started this in 1984. Why was it so important to bring it back 2 decades later?
Well, just different elements, different characters, doing it again in stop motion and black and white and 3D. There's lots of elements that just made it feel like a whole different project.
Do you have a pet that kept it in mind and you wanted to bring back?
It was sort of the first dog I ever had, and it's always very memorable and kind of emotional time, your first love,
Lastly, you brought a lot of people that you worked with in the past back. Why is that important to keep that family?
Well, just because I liked working with them all, and I hadn't worked with them in a while, so that they were a part of it, it just made it more special for me.
He seems chill.
He is.
Yeah.
He's very relaxed.
Yeah. Bad hair day, though?
His hair's always like that. I think it's his look. If he showed up with, like, nice combed hair, people would be thrown off. They need kind of that weird look from Tim Burton.
Although always poised is Tia Carrere. You bumped into her at the same night, on the same night, same
Yeah,
premiere?
she was coming there to see the movie. So.
All right, let's take a look at this.
Any pets that you wish you could bring back like he does with his dog?
Yeah, I had a dog named Yeller, like Old Yeller, and he was put to sleep, and I would like to see him again. Not with stitches, that's a little spooky.
Spooky, but in a different way. Now, you just had a film open up, You May Not Kiss the Bride, so tell us a little bit about your character and that film.
You May Not Kiss the Bride is a romantic comedy. Dave Annable and Catherine McVie are a couple that are brought together by circumstances. She's a mobster's daughter, and Dave Annable does something bad and so is in debt and has to marry Catherine McVie. Subsequently, all hell breaks loose, and I try to reunite the couple.
Okay, so are you the matchmaker in real life like that, or?
Well, no, it's me and Rob Schneider, and it's sort of everything goes wrong. We're just completely inept.
Yeah. And then you're representing always for Filipinos in Hollywood. Tell me about that, because there's not a lot out there. You're always kind of carrying the torch.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of Filipinos. I guess we are the largest Asian population in America, and it's very important to me, being a Filipina from Hawaii. And anytime I'm called to represent my people, I'm there.
Tia Carrere, look at you, Chris, asking
her.
about Filipinos in Hollywood.
She always makes time for us on the carpet. She recognizes it. She loves Kababayan LA, Pacific Rim, and supporting her people, so she always talks to us. I love that.
What was she doing at that premiere? Was she part of Frankenweenie?
No, she has a new film that, like we said, that opened up, You May Not Kiss the Bride. So a lot of times when somebody has a film opening, they go to other things to kind of promote. Plus, she really liked Tim Burton, so she wanted to be there to see it.
Right. So which would you rather watch, Frankenweenie or You May Not Kiss the Bride?
I'm going to do a double feature because I got to support Tia. She always supports us on the carpet, but Tim Burton's a genius, so the film's going to be good.
And here's another movie that you may want to watch, featuring Edison Chen.
Almost Perfect.
Almost Perfect.
So this premiere was crazy. There was hundreds of his fans that came out to support him, and they had to have security. They had to get extra security to hold him back, and he was just relaxed and chilling. It looks like a good movie. Kelly is beautiful. She's always good in it, and I think it's just about the power of family and support and love. So I think it's a good film.
All right, let's watch the interview.
Kind of the lost soul, the drifter. I'm kind of in my own world. I'm not really part of the family. Not many people in the family know who I am, so I'm kind of like the dark horse. But I also consider myself the glue, which is why when I read the script, I felt like, you know, it was an important character and an important element of the story, which is something that I like to do, is something like a challenge for me. So, you know, it worked out. I'm thinking about opening a store next year here, so I'm planning that right now.
What kind of store?
It's my clothing store. I have a clothing store in Asia. It's called Juice. I have a clothing company called Clot. So, yeah, we're expanding out.
Very exciting job, Chris, that you have. You talk to all these different people. How do you prepare? And how do you know who's coming on the red carpet?
Well, Peter always gives me kind of the stuff from the publicist and everything, and so I'll have an idea of what the movie's about, who's going to be there, but a lot of times people just show up, and so luckily I know a lot about pop culture. I kind of like sponge it all in, and so then when I'm at an event, it's sort of like, I also think, what would the fan want to ask, and then I ask that.
And that is why we are lucky we have On the Red Carpet here regularly on Kababayan LA. Information on the screen. Follow them on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. Chris, I follow you on Twitter. You have a ton of following. Thank you so much, and more power to you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for joining us today on the show. I'll see you again tomorrow.